Alright, what's going on, guys? So while I'm waiting for the video that I'm transferring from my PS4 over to the USB thumb drive, I'm just going to go over some ELC replays in the meantime because I got a bunch saved up. So I don't even remember these games, but I just wanted to get a video out about this new tank because I've started a new profile, and I bought the ELC obviously as a premium, and with a pack it was like 50 bucks for this ELC and a bunch of other like 30 days of premium and 30 I think it was 30 things of plus 50% credits for an hour and what have you. So as you can see, I love going to this bush at the start of the game. This replay, guys, I actually do remember now. I literally sat here pretty much the whole game as my team got basically absolutely obliterated. So you're gonna see that here, and hopefully it's just a good example of what to do when your team is basically crap, right? Because the amount of times I've seen or I've at least played in games where stuff like this happens is unbelievable, guys, right? It's unbelievable. And as you can see, like, I kind of want to help out here, but it's very difficult to throw my little ELC into the fight there. With this tank, guys, what I've realized is as I've been playing it, I have like a couple hundred games in it now. You have to be so careful about putting yourself into combat with this thing, because it cannot hold its own even against like tier 6s. Like, there's a really unique play style to it. And as you can see, I'm getting shots off on some of these guys as they're kind of, putting themselves in harm's way. And that's why this bush is so effective, guys, because you can not only spot things over here, like I spotted like the E25 earlier, but you could spot all the people that are pushing this way. And you can see I have 2,000 spotting damage and like 700 damage already. This is a fantastic game, and all I've done is sit in a bush for pretty much the entire match today. So so I'm just going to kind of go through this because I want to get to two other replays actually that I'm going to show. And I pick off that ST Stare WT, however you pronounce that, there, and I'm picking off this 53 TP over here that comes and pushes. Obviously, you can see we lost both sides of this map, guys. Like, this team was just terrible, right? So what I do is I just kind of bail, and I wanted to get as much damage as possible. And so I clean up this M12, and then I'm able to get one more shot into this S51 before they cap. That's 2,300 damage, 2,400 spotting damage. That's a fantastic game right there, guys, right? So that's the first one. And now I want to move on to this was on, what is the map called? I will find out in a second. This was a really funny game, guys. Maybe not one of the better games I've played, but just a great example of what the ELC is capable of doing. I was laughing like the whole time I was playing towards the end of this match, I should say. So this is called Fisherman's Bay. And, this is another team that I was on that just got, like, absolutely annihilated, right? They didn't do that well. And I tried to get into a good spot here, and it just didn't really work out. I really like coming to this bush. And the reason I like it is because you can see all the way out to, this, down this one line. And it's helpful. However, you don't really spot much up here. Like, you can, but it's difficult because you have this ledge here. So on this side, what I like to do is just come here, and now I have this person, permalit, basically. They hide behind the bush there, but what I like to do when I'm on the other side of the map is come to this bush, and personally I feel like spotting this 1-2 line, whatever, is so much easier from the other spawn, because you could sit, like, you can get all the way up here, you'll spot this whole ridge line here. But anyway, guys, so I'm just going to speed ahead because I do want to get to that third replay. I want to make this as short as possible, but just showing you guys, quick examples of me with this tiny little devil of a tank. So I had this Lance and permalit, right? And this 257 comes along, and I already know that, like, I'm in trouble here. But there's no, like, safe way out of this because I'm, like, surrounded, right? So I try and wait to see if I can get past this 257, but he lights me. And now I'm going to run away from him because I want to get back up this way as quick as possible. I don't want to run in front of him in the Lancin. So I try to put a couple shots into him there, but the side armor on those things is, it's tough, So I wasn't able to pen, and by some miracle I was able to get away from all this. And fast forward a bit, we could see that this side of the map is going to break down. I'm just trying to get into a spot where I can at least somewhat help my team. I got 2300 spotting damage already, and we could see that the right side of the map, we're winning on the east side. So now I'm thinking, like, it's definitely doable. We could win this, right? It's 7-3. And, I'm thinking, okay, we'll win the east. It turns out we didn't win the east, but I pushed along with this Conqueror. And I was kind of bugging him a little bit, but I was just trying to stay right behind him because I wanted to stay away from the other heavies because I was a one-shot. So I'm trying not to pester him, but I'm just trying to use him for cover. And basically we end up pushing into this 110 together, and he comes around the corner, and I'm able to clean up the 110 with his assistance. So, this is, and it's incredible, guys, because, right, it was just 7-3. Now it's 8-9, and we're losing because the left side got obliterated, and maybe some people on the right pushed. We lost the mid. There's no one in the mid, right? And basically what I'm doing now is just trying to, get a good amount of damage while still being, like, somewhat effective for my team. So there, I thought the T-34 was going to clean me up. He doesn't. This Conqueror makes kind of a stupid decision and comes out, and I'm able to reload and clean him up. So now it's 11-9, right? And everyone just keeps dying. I really thought we were going to have this, but trying to help out. I put a couple shots into this WZ over here, and I run because I'm a one-shot, right? I, like, bounce a shot off my track there, and this is where I'm just kind of having fun here because this WZ puts another shot into me, and my track eats it again. And now I'm just trying to get away so that I could get a couple more shots, reload the clip and get a couple more shots in here because I'm at 1100 damage as it is. And this is what I do, guys. I was laughing so hard when I did this. I snuck into this little, opening here, this corridor where this door is. And this is what the ELC is capable of doing. Look at this tiny little hiney spot. And I wasn't lit. And the WZ comes freaking flying along here thinking that, I'm going to be around this corner. And I'm not. Okay, he comes flying up, and I'm able to put 2 shots into him here. I bounced that one, unluckily, and I cleaned him up. That was hilarious, guys. It's just incredible what this tiny little tank is able to do, the places it's able to get into. And I'm able to hide there. I bounce another shot off the T-34 into my gun, and this STRV starts chasing me. I'm going to back up. He almost goes flying off the ledge, and unluckily this T-34 comes around and hits me. I was hoping to get at least one more shot off on the STRV or something. But just a prime example, guys, of what this tank is capable of. It's like a little freaking nightmare of a tank to deal with for some people. And, 1500 damage, 2300 spotting. So, again, guys, not a bad game. So, we're going to move on to the third game. I think this is just a really good spotting game for me. And apologize for going through these so quickly, guys, if you're actually, watching it all. But I just want to get through it all. I want to do three replays in one here, and still make it a decent, short video, so to speak. So this is on proc, obviously. And I think I went to the forest over here. So I get up here. And obviously this is a very common play for this tank, but more or less just to show you guys, how much spotting damage you can really get away with in this thing. And I'm just going to fast forward through all this 1400 spotting, and I'm going to go ahead and spot basically the entire enemy team, run around, I'm doinking shots here, get hit by the arty there. I light the entire enemy team over on this one line, and then I'm able to get behind this FV, and I didn't clean him up, actually. I thought I did. But someone else gets him there, and then I'm going to come over here, spot 2 guys there on the hill, that Yag Tiger and WZ. And like I said, guys, this is why I call this tank like a little devil, because it's so hard to hit on the move. Not only is it impossible to spot, but it's also like, it's just a nightmare for some people because it's so hard to hit. It's such a little tiny tank, and though it's extremely vulnerable, it's not vulnerable if someone can't hit you, right? And now here I come again, and I'm not even spotted until I'm like on top of these guys, right? And I'm just, ripping apart this WZ. He misses me there. I thought for sure he was going to hit me, but maybe just not a very good player. And, you know, I'm at 3,200 spotting damage and 600 damage here. And, like, I should have been dead a long time ago, right, with how aggressive this play was. But, you know, it's 8-2. And I don't know, guys. I just like this tank, I have to say, overall, like, if you like to play little tanks that are, like, impossible to hit, and you like spotting enemies and just being, like, a tiny little stealthy devil, this is totally the tank. And I didn't really think I was going to like it at first, but I just decided to pull the trigger, and this is literally my most favorite tank that I've ever played in the game. Even beats the T95. So we're at 1,200 damage now, 3,500 spotting. And I'm just going to kind of use these ridge lines to keep these enemies spotted here. And that's basically the end of this game, but you're going to see that I do basically like 4,000 spotting damage, and I get hit there by the WZ who's hiding over here. But they clean him up pretty quick. 4,000 spotting, 1,200 damage, guys. And that's going to do it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 replays. I'm sorry again that I went through them so freaking quickly, but I wanted just to get all 3 of these replays done in one video. So hope you guys enjoyed the ELC Even 90, and I'll see you guys in the next video.